Hello, and welcome to week 5. This week we'll take a look at the term assessment and what it means in a variety of learning contexts. Let's just jump right in and ask ourselves, what is assessment?
An assessment to me is a way of testing a personal student's understanding of something they've been learning over time.
I think a test is just a way to see where an individual student and a class as a whole stands on a particular concept.
An assessment is pretty much a test or a quiz. So it's to help you learn more, and it's a review, sort of.
A test is something that a teacher usually gives you so you can demonstrate the concepts you've learned in class.
It's like a test to test you on something.
Our assessments are mostly multiple choice with either 2 or 3 essays most of the time.
I take assessments that usually have multiple choice and essay components to it. Those are usually what we have, and usually the majority of the test is multiple choice.
For the most part, it's multiple choice and short answer, though we have done a few essays in class.
I think the format is the best way to really test the understanding because you have to really know what you're doing to pick the correct answer, and then later in the essay portion you need to know exactly what you're talking about to answer the question properly.
I don't think that, there's nothing on there that we're just unprepared for, I would say. I think most of the time we have a pretty good solid grasp on what we're doing.
Okay. Well, it measures how good you are at it if you study, which can lead into lots of sciences to see what a person does and why they study this much.
I don't think there's really any way to change it. I mean, personally, it's always worked fine for me, so I find the format helpful.
Maybe not completely replacing multiple choice, but maybe supplementing it with short answer questions or I don't know, maybe fill in the blank or something like that.
With high stakes tests like the MCAST, I think they really just test the basic understanding of most things. They're not very in depth with what you need to know for it, so it's more of a basic understanding that you need to know for those tests.
I think high stake tests are useful. I mean, it's a little difficult because of at least how Pembroke High School does it, where there are different levels that kids are in. So someone who's been taking AP classes, some of those are easier, and sometimes they seem like a waste of time. But I think maybe for the lower end of the spectrum, I think it's a good assessment.
For the most part, I think they are helpful in capturing what everyone knows on those tests, but there are many students who aren't good test takers, so it's not always an accurate gauge of what they know.